and gave himself for it. So that goes right back to what you said, Mr. John, submit yourself. Commitment, you have to submit yourself even when you say, I do. Even when you stand before God and say, you're committing yourself not to just obey him, but Lord, I'll do your will. Lord, I'm sold out. So if something is sold out, there is no more room for anything else. If something is full, you can't put anything else, it's going to overflow. And that means it's too much. So you have to be completely sold out, not half and half. Nobody likes half and half. Either one way or the other. You either committed to God, you committed to her. You have a choice. And he's not always going to force himself on you. He gives you a choice.
You know what, Sister Krista, I did my two sons ago about connected to the vine. And believe it or not, these are the scriptures that God has given me about the husband and the wife, how you have to submit yourself to one another. And you really do. It do go hand in hand. Because you, both of you have to, the husband and wife, have to be willing to give up stuff. Some things you don't want to give up, but you got to be willing to make that sacrifice. Because if you don't, you can have a bunch of chaos in there. Because one might want to be where the other don't want to break. But somebody's going to have to do something, or the devil's going to have a field day in the midst of it. So, you know, it's just like, and another thing, we go back, you got two here. You said number one was be committed to God, and number two was be committed to the family.
Not to church.
A lot of people, I think, when we head on up, I'm going a little bit ahead of myself, but a lot of times, what people are doing it, as you go on, they're going to see the order of God. And this is the order of God. Not the order of man. It's the order of God. And you know why we got to continue. That sometimes we don't want to hear what them husbands got to say. But I'm going to tell you, just like this, we got to.
Sometimes it's best to keep your mouth closed.
I do that a lot of times. A lot of times I don't. A lot of times I want to say what I want to say. But a lot of times it ain't good to say what you want to say. A lot of times it causes more, it adds more fuel to the fire. A lot of times it's best to hush that mouth and say, Lord, you deal with it. I can't handle it. If I mess with it, I'm going to make a few mess out of it. So Lord, I give it to you. And I go on about my happy business. And next thing I know, God don't fix the situation. And it's a whole lot easier. Same thing for us. Sometimes, you know, the husbands, they go right in on it. They blur right out whatever comes to their mind. You know, not even thinking about, and the wives the same, we go either way. We blur right out what comes to our mind, not knowing that the after effect is going to take. But it does a lot of damage. And then you see what's got to happen is healing has to take place. How long do it take for that healing to take place for the words that you have just spit out of your mouth to damage somebody? So that's why we have to be careful, because sometimes that word can get right here. Whatever it is about to come out of here, it gets right here and be about to choke you. That's a point right there where you got time to think once it get there. You can either swallow it or you can let it come out. Most of the time we let it come out. Yep, and then we got to repent. Lord, I should have did what I did and do it again. Okay, I'm sorry. I just love this. I just love to do what I do.
When was the last time you brought your spouse a gift for no reason? Don't you think it's about time? How about your mom or dad, your sister, your brother, or your children? Deuteronomy 5:16 says, honor thy father and thy mother, as the Lord thy God hath commanded thee, that thy days may be prolonged, and that it may go well with thee. Have you let them know how much they mean to you? Teach your family by your own example. So you can't be upset if you're not walking around and your children are not walking around and your wife don't listen to you every day they are. And stop blaming everybody else. Because people now, even in families, they'll take blame there. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. But you fail to walk and look in front of the mirror and see the spots that are unclean on you. So maybe if you get right, everything else will get right. Because in the house, God is first and then the man. Not God, the woman, then the man. I didn't see that in the Bible where the wife is controlling the house. And if the wife is controlling the house, that tells me that the husband has not obeyed the word and put himself as the head of the house.
Oh my God.
So you're not listening to God, control your